This is the show dedicated to raising up the next generation of men of faith and character. My name is Mark Stanifer. Welcome to the Next Man Up,
part of the NRT Podcast Network.
Well, hey guys, welcome in once again to another episode of the Next Man Up podcast. So good as always to have you along with us, and as I often say, to be part of this community who is changing the world one boy at a time, one boy becoming a healthy and godly man at a time. So good as always to have you along with us, and it is my privilege and my honor to be your host and guide once again for another episode. Today we are going to continue in this periodic series called Essentials of Manhood, and the focus today is really going to be on strength. For too long and for too many guys, strength, or said differently, being strong, has really only meant one thing: muscles, physical power, physical strength, or dominance in that way. But I want to challenge you today, as I typically do, to think about this quality in a different way. Now, you probably wouldn't know this about me, but I never enjoyed the weight room in high school. I never enjoyed it in college, for that matter. In fact, 30 years on, I still don't enjoy the weight room, especially when it comes to arms and shoulders. I have a pretty average frame. I'm 5'10", a $150. I've never been able to push much weight, and as a result of that, I didn't enjoy the process. And the goal of building muscle strength was never worth it to me enough to go through the literal discomfort and the pain of the process. Now, as I said before, for too many guys, physical strength is the only way they think about and measure what it means to be strong. In fact, for some, this physical strength can be a badge of honor. For guys like me who aren't all that strong, it can actually feel a little humiliating at times as you're trying to push up the bar next to the guy that's got 250 pounds already on it. Now, I'm not disparaging physical strength. In fact, I think that is a gift in general that we as men are given. Rather, what I'm saying is there's more to being a man than being strong physically. And I'll go one step further. It's likely harder to grow strong in these other areas than it is to build physical muscles. What do I mean by other areas? Well, I quickly want to walk you through 4 different areas besides just physical strength that I believe are essential qualities to being strong as a man. The first is this: mental strength, or think of it this way: strength of mind. Now, when I think of mental strength or strength of mind, the picture that often comes to mind for me are special operations forces or elite athletes. These are examples of people who have trained their mind over matter, if you will, to push through your limits, to push past the physical limits. With the mind, we can ignore the pain and we can focus on the task at hand. Again, elite athletes or these special ops warriors are the picture that comes to mind. But it's not just for those that mental strength is important. It's required to endure adversity or difficulty of all kinds. Think of that illness or that job loss or that difficult parenting season that you or somebody you're close to is going through. How about neighbors that you want to just throttle because of their activity? It doesn't matter. You name it. Fill in your own blanks. Mental strength or strength of mind is necessary to endure these difficult seasons, these challenges, or this adversity. And it also requires discipline to become strong mentally or to possess strength of mind. This discipline really comes from a decision. It's an act of our will. It's a resolve to meet the adversity and hardship and not be overcome by it. So, quality of strength number one, having strength of mind. The second area is this emotional strength, or think of it this way, strength of heart. Now, traditionally, guys have sucked at experiencing emotions. You know what I'm talking about. We deny them, or we pretend they aren't there, or we label them for some reason as a weakness to be avoided. And then in the process, whether we realize it or not, we let them hijack us and control how we respond or how we react. But we were created to feel. It's a gift. This gift is for male and female. It's a gift to humanity. But this gift is powerful, and it needs to be wielded with strength. Managing, regulating, experiencing our emotions in a healthy and a wise way is not for the faint of heart. It is really for the strong of heart. Possessing this strength of heart is not the absence of feelings or the suppression of the undesirable ones. In fact, it is really the ability to feel the pain, to feel the loss, to feel the fear, to feel the joy and excitement without giving it the controls to your life. I read this just the other day. It's from Proverbs 4. It's verse 23. It says this, above all else, guard your heart, for everything you do flows from it. So, emotional strength, strength of heart, area number 2. Area number 3 is this, identity strength, or strength of being. Now, guys have forever identified themselves. We have identified ourselves by the things that we do, or by the things that we achieve, or the things that we accomplish. And there is a strong argument to be made that part of our gift from the Creator is a gift of action. In fact, Father called us good. We are made and created and gifted to act. But we are more than what we do. Hear that again, guys. You are more than the things that you do, more than your job, more than your title, more than the things that you've accumulated or accomplished. Our being matters as much, if not more, than our doing. Possessing strength of being means knowing the essence of who you are is present in all of your doing. Whether you're doing changes, whether or not you have the ability to continue doing what you are doing, whether you get fired from one doing and have to move to another, it doesn't matter to who you are. Now, the circumstances happen. Back to the emotional strength. We need to process them. We need to experience the emotions of our circumstances for sure. But possessing strength of being means knowing that the essence of who you are is present and with you and unchangeable regardless of what you're doing. It's being grounded in this truth that you are more than what you do and that you are more than the things that happen to you. This is identity strength. This is being strong in your being. Okay, the fourth and final area that I want to hit on is this spiritual strength, or strength of soul. If your strength of being is about knowing who you are, then your strength of soul is about knowing whose you are. It's about connecting to a bigger and deeper reality. And I'm talking, guys, here about more than religion or more than religious performance, so to speak. It's about discovering meaning inside of the Creator's kingdom. John Eldredge says it this way: coming home to the Father is the goal. Guys, knowing you are a son of Father God and no one or nothing can ever change that is being grounded in your spiritual strength, in your strength of soul. And when you are grounded here in who you are, in yourself individually, then you can lead your family there as well. So here they are, once again: mental strength or strength of mind, emotional strength or strength of heart, identity strength or strength of being, and spiritual strength, strength of the soul. As I said at the beginning, I suspect that these areas of strength, developing these competencies of strength, in fact, will make the weight room look like child's play. This work is bigger, it is harder, and because of both of those things, it is also better. This is what it means to be strong as a man. So, as I wrap this up, here are some questions for you to ponder. How strong are you? Which of these areas needs some work in your life? What is one thing you can commit to doing today that will help you to build more strength? Okay, guys, there it is. Another episode in the Essentials of Manhood category, focusing in on strength. I hope you found this challenging, encouraging, inspiring. I hope it moves you and pushes you to continue to hone your strength, thinking bigger than just physical strength, so that you can become the man that you were created to be, and so that you can lead your family, and in particular, you can lead your son to become the man that he was created to be as well. Well, guys, as always, I appreciate you journeying with us. I appreciate you being with us for another episode. And we'll be back, same bat time, same bat channel next week with a great story that you're going to want to hear. Until then, adios. Hey, listeners, thanks for journeying with us on this Next Man Up podcast. You know, we would love to hear from you. Maybe you have a question or an idea, perhaps a topic for us to consider. If that's you and you want to reach out to us, you can get us at feedback@thenextmanup.com. That's feedback@thenextmanup.com. Again, we'd love to hear from you. Until next time, we'll see you later.